What's up, everybody? Ben here. If you watched my blog a few months ago, well, like a month ago, I traded for this GT-R. So here we go. It's my first time to own Godzilla, and I've wanted one of these cars for 10 years, if not more. I mean, like since they came out. Beautiful car. So I traded that. I had a 2008 Evo, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10, and a guy posted online that he has a GT-R and he's interested in downgrading and trading for an Evo. He had a baby on the way or something, so we made a deal. I drove to Houston, made the swap. So I got a GT-R and I'm excited. This car is a monster. Before I even left Houston, so I did the trade deal. It took me like 3 trips to get it done. And I took this car to the shop Houston. They're obviously Houston-based power sports shop that specializes in the Nissan GT-R. And they got like some amazing builds. You can find content from them online. They have like a 6-second GT-R. I think they have several now, I don't know. Anyways, it's amazing. Cool shop. I went there and really just did some cosmetic upgrades or changes. The car had a bunch of, it was like a circus show of colors. So like here's something that I changed. I still want to change the valve stems right here, right there, that are like orange colored. I still want to change that. But this photo compared to this photo from when it was original, something that I changed. And then under the hood, I'll show you, this is a before, this is an after. So here in a week or so, I'm getting some, or a couple of weeks or something, I've got like some wrap things that I'm gonna have changed. Not much, but just kind of a little bit of trim pieces here and there that I wanna change the lines. But this is a 2015, which is considered a DBA. It's kind of like the mid-cycle of the GT-R. The first ones looked a little bit different and had a few different features different. And then the newest ones have a different front and rear end, and interior is updated. So the one thing I really just don't like, I mean, I don't hate, but I don't like this color. I've never really liked off-whites or off-reds. So like a maroon color, I just can't stand it. So the off-whites, this is kind of a pearly white. I mean, it really is a pretty color, but to me, they're not sporty. You know, it's a real classy look. It's not really a sporty look. So I've never really thought that these types of colors belong on sports cars. That being said, this car makes for stunning sunset photographs. The way the sunlight dances off of this metallic paint is just magical. It really is. And so it's growing on me. Love driving the car already. Yesterday, we went to a car show, and well, not really a car show, it was a coffee and cars here in my local town, Lubbock, Texas. And we took all of these and also had my son's Camaro SS kind of in and out. We only had 4 drivers, so we didn't have more than them at a time. But so this is my only non-GM hot rod at the moment. I love JDM stuff or Japanese manufacturers. Like I said, that had that Mitsubishi, and then I've had several Nissans. This is, I think, my 3rd Nissan. I had some 240 SXs. I had an S13 and an S14 when I was younger, and I've always liked Nissan. I'm interested in one of the new Zs that they have coming out. I've never had a Z car before, but anyways, this is really it. I don't really intend to modify the car much myself. I think once a year, basically, I'm going to go back to Houston, and I'll take the car to them at the shop Houston, and have annual maintenance done because I do intend to drive the car. My son and my daughter love driving the car as well. They both love it, and it's a real attention getter. It's a lot of heads turning whenever you're driving this thing, mostly because of this wang that's on it. And in my town, you just don't see GT-Rs very often. But anyways, I intend to drive the car, and I will probably take this thing to, I'll just trailer it to the shop Houston about once a year for annual maintenance, as well as whatever mods I want to do at the time. So this car is a beast from a dig. I haven't done an actual launch yet. It has some launch process. I don't even know how to do it. Just press a couple buttons and then, I don't know, hold the brake, hold the gas, whatever, go. I don't know how to do it, but the launch mode is supposed to just rip your face off. So what I've done for a couple of times only, I've put E85 in it. It has an E85 tune on it. I can do either 93 octane pump gas or ethanol 85%. And so I just do a roll. I mean, just from a stop, I just let off the brake and press the gas in first gear. And first gear is it's just like a roller coaster. The G-forces just pull you so hard, and that momentum carries through second gear. So I've also done like some rolls just on the interstate in Mexico, of course, and just a couple of rolls, like a 40 roll. This Blackwing is bone stock. It pulls the GT-R. I can power band at certain points, and if I have traction in the GT-R and the Blackwing does not have traction, the GT-R will pull, but the Blackwing will eventually reel it in. It's a great top-end car, whereas the GT-R here is just amazing from a dig or, 10, 20, 30 rolls. But the top end obviously has some aero on it. That's aftermarket and the wing and stuff. So maybe that's just holding it back a lot at speed. But it's not, I don't think that's as much of a factor as the fact that it just runs out of air. The factory turbos are on it now, and I'm considering upgrading those at our next cycle so that it gets more, it needs more horsepower. Apparently it is tuned right now for the maximum torque that the stock transmission can handle, which is supposed to be something like 650 foot-pounds of torque or 620, 630, I don't know, something like that. So I've got to be the map is designed to be gentle in first gear and not put full boost, or full torque through that transmission. And so, but what they can do is in the higher RPM ranges or in the higher gears, pour on more boost, and so these factory turbos just don't turn that much air. So next year I might upgrade the turbos, the intercooler, and some other things. It has some, it's considered a bolt-on car right now. It has exhaust and aftermarket piping, intercooler piping and boost piping and intake piping, stuff like that on it now. Aftermarket blow-off valves for the extra boost that the map has, just kind of maximizing the factory turbos, intercooler as it can flow right now. Aftermarket injectors, of course, and fuel system is upgraded, I think. Those types of things are kind of maxed out from the factory. But so as it sits, it's just a blast to drive. We're gonna enjoy it for a year or so before I do much more to it, but it's already been a thrill, and I love the way it looks. All GT-Rs come with those like copper orange calipers, and I just had to get rid of them. I couldn't do it. So the shop Houston did this great deal with the car. They aftermarket brake rotors because the factory rotors were kind of messed up, and they were cracking, which is a known issue for the factory drilled rotors. And then while we were upgrading that, we of course swapped the pads with some new brake pads, and then I had them rebuild the calipers and powder coat them bright red. It's actually, I think it's the same color red as what's on the Z01. I haven't really compared them, but it's, I think it is, yeah. So anyways, it's a beautiful car, and I guess that's it. Keep watching for more content, and we'll do some. This car will be in all the blogs probably in the future because we get it out, get it, and play around with it. The kids just love it. So, and it's an automatic, so that's the way GT-Rs. They're kind of, it's basically a computer-controlled manual transmission. So it you can feel a clutch engage and disengage. It has twin clutches for different gears in it, but the computer is doing all that. So it's a 2-pedal car. You can paddle shift it, which I prefer because I really don't like the way the computer shifts. It seems to keep gears, it doesn't downshift as aggressively as I want it to. It hangs on to 4th gear almost till you're stopped at a red light. It'll stay in 4th gear. And then at the last minute, it'll go 3, 2, 1. So I would prefer it, keep the revs higher, but whatever. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.